So let me take y'all back in time a little bit. Back in 1996, Mattel and Hot Wheels began experimenting a little bit with multimedia in their products. They released a set of, I believe it was 6 cars, that each came with a floppy disk. Inserting that floppy disk into your computer would provide some little bit of extra content, a little bit of extra detailing about that car, a couple fun little mini games, a little comic. It was nothing crazy. But years later, in the futuristic, far-off year of 2002, Mattel decided to return to that idea using the most technologically advanced, futuristic media on Earth. The CD ROM. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Garby's Garage. I am your host, Garby Garblin, and today we'll be taking a look at this 6-car set from the year 2002. These are the Hot Wheels, I believe they're the Planet Hot Wheels Energy cars. So a little bit of background before anything. So like I said, this is a 6-car set. These were slightly more expensive than regular main lines. I bet you can tell why. They each came with a CD ROM marked with the specific type of energy that each car represented. I'll get more into that in a second. And they were all numbered as well. So as you can see, this guy here is one of 6. And there actually was a bit of an incentive to collecting all 6 cars and thus all 6 numbered CDs. So back in 2001, Hot Wheels launched a MMO, massively multiplayer online RPG, or just massively multiplayer online game. It wasn't an RPG, called Planet Hot Wheels. And you can see the logo there in the corner, planethotwheels.com. It was an MMO racing game that lasted from 2001 until its closure in 2004, so a criminally short amount of time, just a few years. But in 2002, to promote the MMO, they released this set of 6 cars, each themed around an energy type, and there were weapons in the MMO, each themed around these 6 energy types, so they sort of matched the 6 energy types of the weapons with the cars, and included 6 cars. Like I said, each car does come with its own CD. The contents on this CD are quite interesting. The sort of main feature is you would get a 1-track, 2-car demo for the game Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver 2 Getting Dirty. Additionally, you would get some videos. There's a promo for Hot Wheels Velocity X on this disc, the game that would eventually release later in 2002. And there are demos for a few other games. Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver 1 has a demo on this disc. Hot Wheels, I believe Atomics, Hot Wheels Crash, and then I think there's 1 or 2 other games that get demos on the disc. Additionally, you'd get virtual garages for a couple different years of Hot Wheels. So namely, if you loaded this disc up, you'd be able to see every new model car from 2001, every new model car from 2002, so the same year that this product was released. And each disc would actually include a piece of concept art for a 2003 new model. Unfortunately, I don't know which cars those were. I don't have a CD-ROM for my computer, so I will have to go buy a disk drive, and hopefully these even run on Windows 11. I don't know if they do, to be fair, but I would like to test out each CD, see the contents on each, and maybe I'll do a follow-up video recording kind of my findings. The last thing you would get on these discs, however, and this is the advantage, this was the sort of incentive to getting all 6 cars. If you did get all 6 numbered discs and insert all of them into your computer, you would actually unlock the entire track editor for Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver 2. So you'd be able to make your own complete custom tracks in that game's engine just by getting all 6 of these discs. So you'd basically be getting an entire feature from that game included for free, kinda, with the purchase of all 6 of these cars. So we're going to take a look at the entire set here. I have been saying that there are 6 cars, and that's technically true. There are 6 different models. If we take a look at the back of the packaging there, you have these 6 different models corresponding to the 6 different weapon energy types. But, as you can see, on the package it says 6 energies, 6 CDs, 12 cars. Get them all. Now what that means is that each car actually has 2 different colors available for it. So there were a total of 12 possible cars to get. However, the CDs that are included with the 2 different versions of each car are exactly the same. So for example, on the back of the package here, there's this black monoposto corresponding to the electrical energy, but the one I have here is white. So this was the other color released for monoposto. I don't have the black one, unfortunately, but the disc that came with both releases is the exact same. There's no advantage to putting each individual disc in your CD ROM. If they're both labeled 1, they're the exact same disc. So, without further ado, let's get into these. Like I said, there are 12 cars for the set. I did mention I don't have the other monoposto. There are 2 other cars in the set that I only own 1 color of, but I will be sure to show off both colors for the 3 models that I do actually have both colors for. And then at some point, if I do complete the set and get the other 3 cars that I'm missing, I'll be sure to open those up, maybe in a YouTube short as I get them. But for now, let's take another look at the back of that package. As you can see, without spoiling too much, there's the 6 cars in this set. A little promo here at the bottom, race and win online. You can get the code. There is also, I forgot to mention, there is also a code. And you can see behind the car there, a little scratch off, peel off section. So that would have a code. And the neat thing about that is you'd be able to enter that code on the Planet Hot Wheels website, and you'd actually be able to get this exact vehicle in the game. So just sort of another tie-in to the Planet Hot Wheels theming on this. You'd actually be able to race as this exact monoposto or whatever car you bought from the set. But there was also another, you could also enter that code for some sort of prize drawing. So you get the code by peeling the sticker on the front. You go online to planethotwheels.com, which I think now just redirects to Mattel's websites. You enter your secret code, race and win, and you could win. You can win a BMX bike. You can win an electric scooter. You can win an all-terrain skateboard. I think those are the grand prizes it's talking about. So you get a little blurb here about Planet Hot Wheels. Welcome to the Planet Hot Wheels, that is. Each time you enter a new secret code, you'll be awarded a hot new virtual car, or get parts to upgrade your existing virtual car. Collect them, customize them, then take them to the streets for some supercharged racing, stunts, and crashing. Master the games, challenge your online friends, and rake in the prizes. This is an E for everyone video game with mild violence. We got our system requirements here for the CD. So this needed either Windows 98, Windows 2000, Windows Me. You needed a Pentium 2 processor at least 333 megahertz, 4 megabyte video card with DirectX, 32 megabytes of RAM, at least an 8-speed CD ROM drive, and a 56K modem so you could get that bitch online. So I think the rest of this is just terms, legal terms, and such. The CD-ROM contains Macromedia Shockwave and Macromedia Flash Player. Oof. Back when it wasn't Adobe. Or I forget, it was Macromedia owned by Adobe, or was it its own company and Adobe bought them later? I don't know. Not for use with some Hot Wheels sets. I wonder what that means. As far as I know, Monoposto is a decent track car, so I don't know. So there we go, there's the back of the package. So without enough dilly-dallying, let's go ahead and get this open. I'm not sure the best way to open these with the CD and all. All right, so let's open this up here. We have the disc, which probably just comes out. Yeah. Not really much of a protector or a case or anything. There's the disc. I really like that artwork. You get the Planet Hot Wheels logo. You get the showstopper that used to be on the Hot Wheels card art in this era. You get the electrical energy symbol, basic power. CD ROM race level 1 of 6, E for everyone. That's pretty cool. If this doesn't work on Windows 11, then at least there'll be cool coasters, I guess. So we'll set that to one side. Next up, we have our peel code. Pretty neat. I'm not going to peel this off. There's not really any point. It'll just take more time. And like I said, Planet Hot Wheels does not exist anymore, so you can't really scan that anyway. And then last but not least, we have our car itself. We have our Monoposto. So this is now, I think, 3 videos in a row and 4 out of 5 videos on my channel where I've shown off the Monoposto. This is another one to add to the collection. I do want to track down that other color just for my Monoposto video. I do need both. So we have the electrical energy symbol on one side here. Same thing on the other side. We get this really cool grid lightning pattern type thing on the top of the car. It's in this nice, I can't tell if that's, yeah, it's like a metal flake cream white color for the body. Planet Hot Wheels logo up front there. Red window piece, chrome interior, black plastic base. And there it is. PR5s, chrome PR5s. Nice color. Nice deco, gotta say. Really enjoy this one. Love having cars with the Planet Hot Wheels branding. It's a good piece of history to have. I've talked about Monoposto so many times, though I don't need to go over the car in too much detail. I'll set that to one side. Get rid of all the garbage. And take a look at car number 2. I guess I'll just go in set order. Might as well. So this is car number 2. The second one that I only have one release of. I don't have both colors of this one. This is the Chemical Energy car. No Matter What is the name of this. Nomad or what? Because it's styled after, it's a fantasy version of a Chevy Nomad. Kind of a cute name. And this is disc number 2 of 6. The Chemical Speed disc. So get this one open. These have been opening okay. Pretty happy about that. There's our disc. Same exact cover art. There's no differences on the cover art other than the energy symbol and the number. So we'll set that. Do we set them next to each other? That's going to take up a lot of space. I'm actually just going to stack them and then put them kind of up here. Move Monoposto up towards the top. And there's our little code paper and the car itself. Wow, this is a really nice one, I gotta say. So it's in this kind of a darker metal flake blue body. Clear piss yellow base. You can see the interior through it with the this little, I don't know, what would you call this? Drive shaft? No idea. I'm not a car guy. So you get the Chemical Energy logo on the side there. Sort of a, it looks like little chemical burns, little holes on the side there, on both sides. And on the roof, or on the hood. And then Planet Hot Wheels logo on the roof. I think they all have the Planet Hot Wheels logo somewhere on them. We'll have to see. Chrome PR5s. Piss window. Good old piss window. Not my favorite, but I do like this color a lot. I like the color of the car. I like the graphics a lot. I thought for a second, they do feel like Fusion graphics, I will say. I looked into this. I did research because I thought these may have been, because they're technically semi-premium cars for this era. So I thought maybe instead of tampos, these were Fusion graphics, and they do kind of feel very smooth like Fusion graphics do. But according to the Hot Wheels wiki, these are just tampos. They're not Fusion graphics, which I find interesting. I'm going to say citation needed on that, because these really do feel like Fusion graphics. And they do look like Fusion graphics, too. There's more colors on that deco than were allowed on a tampo, I'm pretty sure. Because I think tampos are like 3 colors, and that's more than 3 colors. So, I think these might be Fusion graphics, guys. I would maybe double check on that if any Hot Wheels wiki moderation staff is watching this. I would double check and make sure that these are not Fusion graphics, because I think they might be. Anyway, no matter what, super sick car. First time I've taken a look at this particular model on the channel. It's the first one I own. I've never had one of these before, and I quite like it. Was never really a big fan of the Chevy Nomad, but I do think this is a really cool, mean, Hot Wheels-ified version of it. Really neat. So we'll move right along there, take a look at the next car in the set. And if I'm not mistaken, car number 3. Ooh, yeah. So car number 3 is the first one I have both colors of. And graphics-wise, color-wise, it may be my favorite. I think casting-wise, it's my second favorite. But this is car number 3. This is MST Suzuka. I'm gonna start with the red one. As you can see, this is the Protonic Energy car. Number 3 of 6. Let's get her open. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. I thought this one was gonna give me trouble. All right. CD. Same decals as the others. Code paper. And this wonderful release in this, is this burgundy? This kind of burgundy red. Metal flake. I think all the cars use a metal flake body. With these kind of Target, these like Target logos, Targets. Protonic Energy on both sides. Planet Hot Wheels logo up top. More of that like targeting pattern on the hood. Clear orange window. The graphics on this are so nice, dude. So I did not grow up with MST Suzuka. It's not a childhood car for me. This is actually the very first release I've ever owned. And this is one of the iconic, this is one of the top, most well-loved fantasy Hot Wheels JDM cars from the early 2000s. It's like this, Showstopper, 24/7, super tuned, synchro. Oh, it's in that class of car. It is so good. Super Tsunami as well. I think this may top all of them. This is such a cool design. I love these like really thick, I don't know, fins up on the side of the car. It's got a chrome plastic base. Oh, the underside of this is really cool as well. All these rivets. The patterning feels really cool in the hands. This is, again, not my favorite casting in this set, even though I'm talking so highly of it, because it just so happens that my favorite Hot Wheels car of all time has a release in this set. But this is up there. This is probably a top 5 fantasy casting for me. It is so fucking cool. Looks like a white interior. You can see through the back window there. part of the body actually sticks up. These, I don't know if these are like engine blocks or what, but you get a couple Hot Wheels logos on those. Really, really sick release. And let's take a look at the other one. This one I've been very excited to get to and open up. Because I like that red, but I said in the last video, I'm a big purple guy. A purple guy? From FNAF? I'm a big fan of the color purple. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the other color they went with here. And it is this stunning metal flake purple with like a pink accent for the graphics, which is so nice looking. Blue window instead of the orange. White interior still. Chrome base still. PR5s as well. Planet Hot Wheels logo on the top there. The graphics are exactly the same as the last release. You still get the protonic energy on both sides with that like target pattern. But it's in this much nicer color. I like the red one, but the purple is just like, come on, man. This may be my favorite, or one of my favorite releases of this car that I've seen. Whew, that is nice. Won't dwell on it too much, just want to show it off. And there's the base, exactly the same as the base for the other release. That is a wonderful, wonderful release of this car. So it's the exact same purple, or a very similar purple to the Maelstrom I looked at in the last video, the Mutant Biotronic Kingdom Maelstrom, which I did say was my favorite color for a car. Now, car number 4, which is my favorite Hot Wheels casting of all time. I'm a 2000s kid. I grew up with World Race. I grew up with Acceleracers. Vert Wheeler was my childhood hero. So, I mean, naturally, man, Diora 2 is my favorite Hot Wheels casting ever made. Both colors, of course. I had to get both colors for Diora 2. This is the geothermal energy car. I'll take a look at the kind of sand silvery one first. This is car number 4 of 6. Oh, you see me in the reflection there? Hello. You can kind of see me. Hello. So this is car 4 of 6, the geothermal car. Diora 2. Let's get this out of the packaging. I would love to do a similar video to the Monoposto video that I have planned, where I take a look at every Diora 2 release. However, this is a very popular car with some very rare releases. So I don't know if that's ever going to be possible, because I would have to buy like so many like Toy Fair or event exclusive Diora 2s, plus the NFT Teku Diora 2, which goes for like stupid money, like a few $1,000s on eBay. That's not what we're talking about right now. I just don't think talking about every Diora 2 release is financially feasible for me, but I would love to do it. Let's take a look at this guy. So unfortunately, some of the old Diora 2 releases did come with rubber bands to tie the surfboards down, and unfortunately 24-year-old rubber bands do not hold their elasticity and actually just turn to goo. So I did notice the packaging for this one had little bits of disintegrated rubber band in it, and unfortunately there are bits of rubber band. I think I might have cleaned it up good though. I don't see really any more, but yeah, unfortunately these old Diora 2s can sometimes get a little nasty in the packaging because of those rubber bands. So this was the geothermal energy Diora 2. And wow, love this graphic. It's like a ball of electricity with this grid pattern on the back on both sides. You get the Planet Hot Wheels logo on the top there. Geothermal on the surfboards. That's sick. I like that a lot. These would be detachable. Yep. Those actually came off really easy. I should probably not fuck around with them too much. I don't want to get them too loose that they fall out and won't stay in again. But yeah, geothermal on the surfboards. The truck bed itself doesn't have any graphics on it. But I love those unique Dior 2 surfboards. Whenever a release has them, I appreciate it a lot. So it's in this like kind of sandy silver, like almost a gold silvery kind of color. I don't want to say full-on gold because there is a much more gold-looking Dior 2 that we'll be taking a look at just after this. Really nice. It's got a chrome base. There we go. Is this the first time I've taken a look at a Dior 2 like a dedicated Dior 2 for this video or for this channel? I think it is. Yeah, I think I've brought it up. I've shown a Dior 2, but I think this is the first one I have reviewed. 5-dot wheels, 5-dot master race. I think Dior 2 looks the nicest with 5-dot wheels. Oh man, these are so clean looking. This has to be one of my favorite Dior 2s that I own. Such a nice car. Smoked out window piece as well. Chrome interior, just like the base. Let's take a look at the other release. This guy here. Getting a nice big stack of these discs. Like I said, they'll make great coasters. See the rubber band situation on this guy. Yeah, you can see some disintegrated rubber bands here on the side here. Oh, they just feel like goopy plastic, goopy rubber. Oh man. This one might be a bit more of a pain to clean, unfortunately. Hopefully that doesn't fuck with the graphics at all. I don't really want to chip the paint on this, to be honest. Oh, man. Yeah, so that's what happens with these old rubber bands. That has absolutely eaten away at the graphics on the surfboard. At the paint, even, because you see this one is also just gross. Man, that's unfortunate. It doesn't look like much on this side, but it did its damage. That is unfortunate. Hopefully there's a way to clean that up a little more. But yeah, it's the exact same graphics as the last one, but this one's in a more pronounced darker gold color, which I think looks really nice. This is my preferred one. I like this over the other one quite a bit more. Still got geothermal on the surfboards. Unfortunately, like I said, there is some paint damage though. Hopefully it's not paint damage. We'll see. I'll try to get it cleaned up after this video is over. 5-dot wheels, of course. And yeah, just a really nice looking casting. I think graphics wise and color wise, I still prefer the MST Suzuka. That's probably my favorite overall car in the set. But just talking about castings, individual castings, Dior 2 is my all-time favorite. This is my goat, my goat car. I love it dearly. And that is the Dior 2. So, let's move on to car number 5, which is, yeah, okay, this is the last one that I have both releases of. This is car number 5 of 6, the Particle Energy car. Vulture. So I mentioned Vulture in my last video, the Mutant Biotronic Kingdom video, because I took a look at Vulture Roadster, a car that has a very similar name. And I had mentioned that that set should have come with this car instead of Vulture Roadster. And yeah, one video later, I get to actually take a look at Vulture. This is 5 of 6, the Particle Energy. So let's get this guy open. We'll open this one first. Oh, this one's gonna give me trouble. Oh no, okay. There's the disc. And here is Vulture. And again, they absolutely killed these graphics. I've loved the fonts on all of these, but this font is so sick. Very Y2K. You know I love that style. The Particle Energy symbol at the top here. Planet Hot Wheels logo. I got some rubber bands on my fingers. Planet Hot Wheels logo on the hood. Particle Energy name on the windshield. Purple windshield, really neat. It's this orange metal flake for the color with like purple accents on the graphics. Really sick looking graphics, sick looking color. I love the way the orange and the purple complement each other. Chrome interior, you can tell from that huge engine sticking out the back. It has a black plastic base. Vulture was a 2001 new model. I love Vulture because it's got these like big ass wheels in the back that just like, that are mostly exposed. So sick. Chrome PR5s for the wheels on both the front and the back. You get the smaller pair on the front and these big ass back ones. Super nice, super clean. Particle Energy Vulture. Let's take a look at the other color here. Definitely want to pick up more Vultures. It's a casting I really like. It's a casting I had a release of as a kid from a 5-pack. I would love to pick up some more. I'd love to get that childhood one too. It was in a really cool color. So this one is in a cream metal flake white, very similar to the Monoposto we looked at the start. Still has those orange and purple accents on the graphics. Interestingly, this one too has a clear orange base. I love when Hot Wheels do clear plastic bases. So you can see the inside of the tooling. Really, really cool. Still got the chrome PR5s, exactly the same as the other release. Smoked out window piece instead of the purple. Chrome interior still. Not much more to say about this guy. It is just a fantastic casting. The color reminds me a lot of this sort of cream white and orange. Reminds me a lot of a few of the 2004 Track Aces cars. I'm thinking of the Slingshot in particular with the CM5s. Hopefully I get to take a look at that release relatively soon. I would love to do a 2004 Track Aces retrospective, but there are 20 cars in that set, so it's going to take a while for me to amass the entire collection. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about this wonderful release of Vulture. And yeah. So, we have one car left. One final release left to take a look at. How are they going to end it? Are they going to end it on a bang? I would argue, personally, no. No, this is, in my opinion, this is the weakest This is the Cyber Energy car, number 6 of 6. This is, I believe this casting is called Super Smooth. Yes, Super Smooth. And this one I have only in the silver. It was also released in a green. I should mention as well, Monoposto, like I said, the other release was black. No matter what, the other release was like, I believe it was like a green with, I forget what accenting color. I want to say orange, but I could be wrong about that. And then this Super Smooth was released in this silver, and then also had a green release as well. So let's get this guy open. I think for the most part, they picked some really good castings for this set. This one, in my opinion, is a little confusing. I'm not quite sure why they went with Super Smooth. There we go. It seemed like they were focusing on more futuristic or mean-looking fantasy castings, and this is just like a pretty normal-looking lowrider truck. 40s, like a 40s Chevy style lowrider truck. But I do like this color though. Metal Flake Silver. Looks really nice. Cool PCB style graphics on the truck bed here with these traces. It's weird because there's like actual PCB traces below, and then there's like these silver kind of cutout ones. Interesting. Planet Hot Wheels logo there on the truck bed. On the hood, you get Cyber in that really nice font, Y2K font. Just some cool designs. I will say the graphics on this one do look really nice. And then on both sides, on the door, you get that same PCB from the truck bed with Cyber running down from top to bottom. It's got a green, dark green, kind of smoky window piece. Black painted plastic base, or black plastic base. With the name of the casting is actually on the body. There's a bit of the body that kind of curves under, and there's where you see the body, or the name. It's got 3 SPs for the wheels. I do like how these lowrider trucks look with 3 SPs. And there's the back there, in the front. Really cool. I don't hate this casting. It's a cool take, cool fantasy take on a lowrider. Custom kind of 40s, 50s pickup truck. But it's not my favorite. I'm not the biggest truck fan, which is funny when my favorite Hot Wheels car is a very modified truck, kind of. But these like more standard looking pickup trucks are not really my thing, especially older designs like this. But I respect it. Unfortunately, a bit of a deflating way to end it for me, but it's still a cool casting. And if I ever get that other release, I'll be sure to show it off on camera. Like I said, probably in a YouTube short. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the entire set of 6 cars from the Planet Hot Wheels Energy Cars set. With all 6 CDs. I actually ended up with 9 of them. Let's see that stack there. That is a lot. That's a lot of energy. That's a lot of CDs. And if they don't work in my computer, it's a lot of drink coasters. Probably. We'll see. Yeah, like I said, if I can get these working on my PC, I would love to do a tour of the discs, install them all, fuck around with the Stunt Driver 2 level editor if I get them all installed. If they all work, hopefully they all even work. They're all new, so I would assume the disc, I haven't checked for disc rot. They look okay. I'd say they're probably fine. If my operating system runs them, then I will be sure to take a look at those. And yeah, that's all 6 cars from the set. Both colors for a handful of them. And if I ever get those other colors, I will be sure to either make a follow-up video or probably just open them on YouTube Shorts. So stay tuned for that. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, drop the video a like. I'd love to get some more traction on these videos. I know there's a market and an audience for this stuff. I love 2000s fantasy. If you love 2000s fantasy too, share this video around. If you know anybody else that would love this, let them know. I'd love to get out there and get in the community for this stuff. If you have any ideas for videos I can take a look at in the future, drop them in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. And if you really enjoy this stuff and want to see me do more of this, I do these weekly, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I won't take up any more of your time there. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it, and you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye. Just to give y'all a better look at this, that rubber band completely just ate through the graphic. That sucks. Oh well. Fuck me, I guess. Woo!